Give what?
Онлайн, мы тут онлайн. Здесь снимаем.
By the goodness, mercy of Guru and Gauranga, successfully performed the Navadvipam Parikrama. Then we have come to Gadhadhara, and especially we arrived in the place of Tota Gopinath. This place is called Tota Gopinath. Tota means in Odisha language, Oriya language, that is called प्रिया लंबे में क्या बोलते हैं? गार्डन, बगीचा कहते हैं। गोपीनाथ के बगीचे में गार्डन ऑफ गोपीनाथ। And especially Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested this vigraha. You have seen how Gopinath is sitting position. Other place maybe you have seen, और जगह में आप लोग ने देखे होंगे ये ठाकुर जी सब जगह में खड़े रहते हैं, बट यार आप लोग ने देखा क्या ठाकुर जी बैठे। इसकी सुंदर तात्पर्य श्रील गुरुदेव व्याख्या करते थे। जब चैतन्य महाप्रभु तो गंभीरा में रहने लगे, आज जानी पाएंगे गंभीरा जाएंगे। चैतन्य महाप्रभु नित्य प्रत्यह गंभीरा से यहाँ पर आते थे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर गदाधर पंडित
used to live here.
with the direct incarnation of Srimati Radharani.
Gadhadhara is directly the incarnation of Srimati Radharani. Gadhadhara Pandit is directly manifestation of Srimati Radhika. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to discuss with Gadhadhara so many Rasa Madhurya Kathas. Can you broadcast in English? Facebook.
Maybe your question will come, why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stay in Tota Gopinath? Or why Gadhadhara Pandit with the direct incarnation of Srimati Radhika, but he did not stay with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Our Goswamis and our Guru Varga very nicely and elaborately explain the reason. First I explain this way, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to come this place and absorb in ecstatic mood. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu जब इस स्थान पर आते थे,
When Mahaprabhu used to come here, he would be absorbed in bhava.
एक दिन चैतन्य महाप्रभु
One day Mahaprabhu he was with Gadhadhara in the banks of the ocean, on the beach.
Suddenly Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Gadhadhara,
Suddenly Mahaprabhu told to Gadhadhara, "I'm to give you a very valuable thing."
You want to take? Then Gadhadhara very humble told, Prabhu, whatever will give, I have to take. उन्होंने कहा, प्रभु आप जो कुछ भी दोगे, आपकी सब कुछ हम स्वीकार करेंगे। ऐसे करके चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने क्या कि समुद्र के तट पर जो है बड़ा उंगली के द्वारा बालू जो है खोदने लगे। बालू खोदते खोदते एक विग्रह को प्राप्त हुआ, जो आप विग्रह देख रहे हैं।
This deity, you see, how was this deity actually? Krishna was standing before. Later he sat down.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु इस विग्रह की जो प्रकाशित किया,
when Mahaprabhu manifested this
वो
deity,
विग्रह खड़े हुए थे।
the deity was standing. You have
एक
seen.
तरफ ललिता देवी और दूसरी तरफ
Why this?
राधा रानी। अधिक रूप में राधा रानी
One
बाएं
side,
की तरफ
Lalitha Devi, another side,
और ललिता
RadhaRani.
देवी जाए। किंतु यहाँ पर आप लोगों ने देखा
Generally, Shrimati Radhika is on the left side and Lalita on the right side. But here, Pujari told that Shrimati Radhika, she is in the
और
right side and Lalita is in the left side of Krishna here.
राधा जी इतने उदार चित्त वाली,
Shrimati Radhika is so generous
प्राण कृष्ण सखी ललिता पे भी
that she gave her place to her dear friend Lalita.
और दीगर के ऊपर विराजमान थी। कालक्रम से गदाधर पंडित इसमें
By the
सेवा
influence time, Gadhadhara started serving this deity.
जब गदाधर पंडित
When Gadhadhara
जराजीर्ण हो गए,
He was-
इसलिए ना महाप्रभु की विरह में
he was feeling so much separation from Mahaprabhu, suffering in separation. Jaradhan
ऐसी
means?
कहानी है, सुना जाता है ये गदाधर पंडित
Ramani Dil.
ठाकुर जी के जो है माल्य
So
जो
there's
है
one story that Gadhadhara Pandit
अर्पण करने असमर्थ हो।
couldn't offer the garland to Gopinath.
अच्छा भगवान
And God fulfills the desires of all the devotees. So to fulfill the desires of the devotees, the deity himself sat down.
गदाधर अति सहज सरल रूप में ठाकुर जी के जो है
And Gadhadhara very easily, in this way,
आदि अर्पण किया।
could offer the deity to him.
ऐसे अनेकों किंवदंती है, लीजेंड,
There are many legends about this.
अनेक कथा किंवदंती है, अनेक कथा जय मामू ठाकुर के बात आती है।
Many legends about this, about how the deity sat down.
मुखारविंद से जैसे श्रवण किया
But what I've heard from the lotus mouth of Guru Vaishnavas
ठाकुर जी
is that the deity himself sat
और अत्यंत मंद मुस्कान करते थे।
and was smiling.
इसके बारे में भी गुरुदेव भी वर्णन करते हैं।
Gurudev also explained that
ये कृष्ण धीर ललित नायक होने के नाते
because Krishna is Dheer Lalitha Nayak,
गोपियों के द्वारा गोपी गीत आदि गाया गई। जयति अधिकम जन्मना जो है, और इसके पश्चात कृष्ण गोपियों की
after
सभा
that,
में जब
Krishna, when he appeared in the assembly of the Gopis,
तो अब गोपियां कृष्ण के जो है यानी अपने प्राण प्रियतम
then the Gopis, they gave something to Krishna. What?
चुंदरी के आसन बनाकर
They made an asana with their clothes, with their dupatta. Chundari means
पकस्थल ढकने
the cloth that covers their chest.
चुंदरी
It's called chundari.
वो भी मलिन था, मलिन
It was very dirty,
मतलब
full of dust.
गोपियां कृष्ण विरह में इतने तड़पने
Because the Gopis, they were suffering so much in separation from Krishna
के द्वारा उनकी सारी चुंदरियां जो है वो भीग
that their clothes were wet and dirty.
धूल भी उसमें लग गया, धूली धूसर हो गया। इसलिए गोपियों ने क्या की,
So the Gopis, they
चुंदरियां की जो कृष्ण के बैठने के लिए
put their
उस समय भगवान
chundari
एक वैश्य प्रकाश
for Krishna to sit down. Krishna manifested some opulence in this moment. What?
दासम अभिवी सौरी स्मयमान मुखम ऐसी बात है।
Pitambara Darasang.
पीताम्बर धर सगरी
Sakshat Manmata.
साक्षात मनमत तात्पर्य है
What is the meaning of this?
साक्षात मनमथ रूप धारण माने
Krishna manifested this form. Manmata means
धारण करके
transcendental Cupid form.
समाज में जो उपस्थित
And Krishna appears in the assembly of the Gopis.
उनकी कृष्ण की ऐसे सुंदर मंद मुस्कान और तीरछी नजर
So the beautiful smiling face of Krishna, his sidelong glance,
दिए हुए
and
माल्य की जो माला की जो है
this garland which had been offered by the Gopis, Krishna was still using.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
Shukadeva Goswami,
जब वर्णन करते जा
when he was telling this katha,
हृदय में थोड़ा क्रोध आ गया।
he felt some anger in his heart. Which anger?
ये कृष्ण गोप वंश में नहीं आए,
He was thinking Krishna did not come in a
में आया। क्षत्रिय
Gopa Vamsha, means in the dynasty of a Gop.
यदि कृष्ण गोप वंश में आते तो कृष्ण इतने कठोर नहीं होते।
Because if Krishna would be from a dynasty of Gop, he would not be so cruel. But in this loka, Shukadeva Goswami is telling Krishna. Saura means he who comes in the dynasty of Kshatriyas. That's why he's so cruel. Krishna is so cruel because he comes in the assembly of the Kshatriyas. And his beautiful form, he's in the heart of everyone. Krishna is so beautiful that he defeats the beauty of Cupid himself. So Sragi means that garland that was in the neck of Krishna, or Krishna was holding so much strength in his hand, his own dupatta, his own cloth. In this way Krishna wants to prove, hey Gopis, don't blame me. Actually, I'm always for you. Whatever I do is for you. You see, this garland that you gave me, I'm still using. And also Krishna wants to show he's an offender. He's really an offender. That's why he's holding his pitambar, his cloth, very firmly. He's catching or holding his own cloth. Krishna wants to show his humility. In the Srimad Bhagavata, all this is described. After that, Krishna manifested some opulence. What? Krishna sat down in the chundaris, in the clothes of all the gopis. And each gopi thought, Krishna is sitting only on my chundari, on my cloth. Because Bhagavan always says two things at the same time. Aishwarya and Madhurya, opulence and sweetness. After that, the gopis made so many questions to Krishna. All this is described. Somebody only loves you if you love him back. Somebody, if you love him back or not, he'll never love you. Some people only love you if you love them. Third, which kind? Akritagya, ungrateful person. Guru Drohi and Aparadi. And so these nine kinds of love. Gopis are asking to Krishna which kind of love Krishna had. Krishna told the gopis, I don't have any of this love. No. Those only love you if you love them back. This is like a businessman. A businessman only loves you if you love him back. Like how much money you give to him, he'll give the exact amount back to you in things. But the Indians, sellers of India, actually, if you give some money, do not give exact amount of products to you. They'll give you less. Means they'll charge more money from you than whatever the price is. So it's called business love. You only love if you love him. Second is the love of the parents. You see, the parents really, without any selfishness, they take care of their kids. They never feel in their hearts, oh, when I'll be old, my kids will take care of me, that's why I'm taking care of them now. No. Because, the parents, they have this responsibility. I gave birth to my kids, so my duty is to take care of them. They have this third kind of prem, is that you may love this person or not, but he will never love you back, never, ever. You may love him or not, doesn't matter, because he never loves anyone. How many kinds of this? There are 4 kinds of this. So, what is akritagya? Ungrateful? Akritagya means ungrateful person. What is akritagya? He does not accept the welfare that others do to him. It's called akritagya, ungrateful. Or also the aparadis also.
गुरु भगवान के चरण में अपराध होने के नाते
If you do offense to the lotus feet of Guru and Bhagavan, your heart becomes hard like a stone, like a thunderbolt. So if you love this person or not, never change, nothing changes. Third kind, what did I say? Guru Drohi, or the Aparadis, those who are against Gurudev, called Guru Drohi. Also, there's no difference. Means if you love him or not, he'll never love you back. Also, Atmaram Aptakam. Those who are Atmaram and Aptakam, if you love him or not, also there's no change or no benefits, nothing. Shukadeva Goswami, he's called Atmaram. This shloka explains. Example of Takam, Shirodat Janak. Example of the calm person is Janak Maharaj. Shukadeva Goswami is the example of Atmarama, self-satisfied personality. So, the Gopis are asking to Krishna, which of these 9 kinds of love you have towards us? Krishna answered, but after answering, Krishna told, cannot repay you for your love. Actually, this shloka Krishna is telling to Shrimati Radhika actually. Krishna told, hey Gopis, this glorious behavior that you have is indescribable. Nobody in the past or in the future will behave like you. So many chaste ladies are in this world, but until now, no chaste lady has really given up everything and surrendered to me like you have. And Krishna told, if I had the age of Brahma, if I would serve your lotus feet, still, I'll never be able to free myself from the debt that I have with you. This glorious behavior, glorious deeds that you do. Commentary explain here. And Krishna is saying, after my Krishna's pastimes, when I will come as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then I will try to pay off my debt with you because of your glorious deeds with me. Sadhu Vyavahar. Krishna wants to say actually that when I will come as Mahaprabhu, then in the same way you're feeling separation from me and suffering, in the same way as Mahaprabhu, I will also suffer in separation from you. So he's saying this. So through this verse, Krishna is saying that Krishna will appear in Kali Yuga. This shloka is indicating that Krishna will come as Mahaprabhu. So the Gopis told, hey, beloved Krishna, if you say that can never be free from your doubt, so you have to again come back again and again to pay the debt. Suppose if you took one coin, some money from someone, what do you have to do? You have to come back again and again to pay off your debts that you have with this person. So Gopis are saying, hey my beloved Govinda, actually between the lover and beloved there's one thing, nobody is bound by any debts. Lover and beloved, they have no debts with one another, because love is something so high and incomparable and something so unique that lover and beloved, they don't have debts love is a pure thing, such a pure crystal. Just like the birds, they are flying in the sky. And so how far their wing can carry them. The birds are flying free in the sky. Means the love of lover and beloved is always free. Love is free. Like Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti in the commentary, they explain this very well. In the Brahma Gita, I also discussed this a bit. So Krishna himself took the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani and came in the form of Gauranga. Krishna is a Rasik Shekhar. Who can be Rasik Shekhar? The Dheer Lalitha Nayak. This kind of hero that have 4 qualities. He has 4 qualities. 1, he is controlled by his beloved, Presi Basibut, Navajul Vanancha, always ever fresh, newly formed. And Nishchintata. Nishchintata means he's completely free from all kinds of anxieties and anxiousness. Prema only takes place when the lover and beloved, they don't have no worries about other things, not by. Then Prema becomes very thick. For quality, Parihas Patu. Krishna is a special quality. Dheer Lalitha Nayak, he's expert in laughing, joking. Sorry, he's stealing the minds of the Gopis. So in the end, Gopis told, "Hey Krishna, my beloved, you're free from any that, all that we're not." Then Krishna and Gopis again they did Rasa Lila. In the banks of the Jamuna they went. So this sloka says in Puru, Brahmarata means for how many nights of Brahma they were doing Rasa Lila? Not one. One night of Brahma is 1,000 Chatuyugas. So day and night they spend. Shukadeva Goswami told, look, Krishna was doing Rasa Lila with the Gopis. Even though the Gopis didn't want, Gopis didn't want to go away. Uttama, do you know this verse? Because Krishna was telling them to, Gopis early in the morning they left and went back to their houses. The Bhagavatam describes. But for how much time there was Rasa was going on? How many nights of Brahma were passing while they were together? So now in this context of this katha, you saw Gopinath. How this Gopinath is here? How he's sitting. Just like in the Rasa Sthali, Krishna, he sat down to speak with the Gopis in the same way. The deity here sat down also. So there are 2 meanings. One is that I told that Gadhadhara was suffering so much in separation, so he could not offer the garland because he was too much like cringed. Because of separation. Then the deity sat down to take the garland, okay. But actually,
गुरुदेव कहते थे
Gurudeva used to say that this deity,
राधा माने स्वयं कृष्ण
Krishna himself,
सेवा ग्रहण करने
to accept the service of Gadhadhara, this deity sat down for this.
कैसे बैठे थे
And how did he sit down? How did he sit down? In the Padmasana. Have you seen the deity?
अभी कपड़ा पहना हुआ है
Now there is a cloth on top. But if you come here,
पद्मासन करके बैठे
sometimes you can see that the deity is sitting in the Padmasana, means cross-leg position.
ये ठाकुर जी साक्षात विराजमान
This deity is sitting, and this deity is self-manifested.
तो अभी कथा प्रसंग में आते हैं चैतन्य महाप्रभु
So,
गोपीनाथ में रहते थे गंभीरा में रहते थे
Mahaprabhu used to live in Gambhira.
गदाधर पंडित यहीं पर क्यों रहते
Why Gadhadhara Pandit used to live here?
इस संदर्भ में श्रील गुरुदेव वर्णन करते
In this
थे
context, Gurudeva used to say that
कृष्ण जिस कारण से प्रकट हुए श्री राधा प्रणव महिमा ये जो तीन जो कारण
there's three reasons why Mahaprabhu,
मुख्य कारण
why Krishna came.
राधा के प्रणव महिमा है क्या
What is the pranay mahima of Krishna,
मेरे प्रति
of Srimati Radhika?
कितने परिमाण प्रेम है
How much fame they have for me.
दर्शन करके गोपी के हृदय में कौन सा भाव उत्पन्न
She also needs, you also need only 2 entrances.
कृष्ण यह विचार कर रहे हैं जी
I also need 2 entrances.
मेरे सौंदर्य माधुर्य के आस्वादन करके उनके हृदय में क्या अनुभव
Because I'm listening to record translation.
राधा प्रणव महिमा
Power bank, do you have? Anybody has power bank to give?
सद्दोत जनो मधुरिमा ये तो सुखंज मधुर तक की सभी की बात समझना ये जो मूल जो कारण बताया गया
So this main reason.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु यानी कृष्ण गौरांग रूप में आने के लिए जो मूल कारण था
So this main reason why Mahaprabhu came.
ये दिखा और बाकी सब गौण कारण बताया गया
This is the main reason. Others are secondary reason. Okay, so main reason. First, Shraddha Pranay Mahima. Second, the calling of Lalitha Chaitanya. These are the 2 main reasons why Mahaprabhu came.
भक्त जब
When the pure devotee calls,
तो भगवान के जो नित्य धाम से
then God comes from the transcendental world and appears in this world.
महाप्रभु ने कुतिया छिनु आमी छि समुद्र तेरे मोर निद्रा भागिलो
Mahaprabhu told, I was sleeping in the ocean, milk ocean, but Nara, Advaita Acharya, he called me like a roared and woke me up. How? Advaita Acharya worshipped Krishna with water of the Ganges and Tulsi.
भक्तवत्सल भगवान है भगवान क्या करते हैं भगवान भक्त के प्रेम के द्वारा वशीभूत हो जाते हैं
Bhagavan is controlled by the prema of his devotees.
और गंगा जल प्रदान करें
If somebody offers Tulsi and water of the Ganges to the God, God becomes sold to that devotee. He's bound to the devotee.
सब अपने को क्या करते हैं देश दे
Lord sells himself to the devotee who offers water of the Ganges and Tulsi to him. And secondary reason why Lord came, Narapita in Sharat. Rupa Goswami wrote in the Vidagdha Madhavanartakam this verse explaining why Lord came. This is very confidential meaning. I'll just tell a little bit how Mahaprabhu is giving prem to the jivas of this world. The highest prem Mahaprabhu is giving. Highest prem. But Mahaprabhu is giving Manjari Bhava. This highest limit of Manjari Bhava. Swabhakti Sriyam means one ray of the love of Srimati Radhika, Manjari Bhava. This Mahaprabhu is giving to the jivas of this world. This is the general meaning. So I was telling that Gadhadhara Pandit used to stay here, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stay in Gambhira. Why? Mahaprabhu appeared in this world for some specific reason. And Gadhadhar, he's directly RadhaRani. So Srimati Radhika was thinking, so Srimati Radhika was thinking, Krishna took my mood and my complexion and came in this world. Will he be able to really follow everything nicely or not? Like about my mood. So Gurudev used to say, Gadhadhar used to live here and looking there, like where Mahaprabhu was, to observe if Krishna Mahaprabhu was really doing everything nicely or not. So why Gambhira? Who was there with him? Lalita and Vishaka with Mahaprabhu. Because they think, oh, maybe he can steal anything, because Krishna is, his nature is to steal. Those who are thieves, they will steal somehow, something, sometime. So, you know, when you make some examination, there are two guards, examinators, to check if you're not going to cheat in your exam. You know, like you bring some paper with all the answers, you know. So they were checking if, like Lalita Vishaka were checking if Mahaprabhu would not cheat. Also another thing, Gadhadhara Pandit was feeling so much separation of Mahaprabhu. There's a beautiful story that when Mahaprabhu was staying in Navadvipa, Gadhadhara Pandit was with him. When Mahaprabhu took sannyas, Gadhadhar came here and also took Kshetra sannyas. A sannyas who does not live in one city. Because to follow the instruction of his mother, Mahaprabhu would not leave Jagannath Puri, you know, because his mother told. So Gadhadhar thought, okay, if Mahaprabhu will stay in Jagannath Puri, so Gadhadhar also took Kshetra sannyas. He made a vow he will not leave Puri to go anywhere. This is called Kshetra sannyas. But when Mahaprabhu wanted to leave Puri, when he wanted to go to Vrindavan, Gadhadhar was crying, Prabhu, I want to go with you. Mahaprabhu told Gadhadhar, you took Kshetra sannyas, you have to follow these rules. Gadhadhar told, Prabhu, wherever you are, this is Vrindavan, I will not leave you. I don't want to know about my karma, dharma. I am throwing everything away, my rules, my dharma, my anything. I just want to stay with you. But Mahaprabhu told, you have to stay here. Then after some time, Mahaprabhu promised. Mahaprabhu told Gadhadhar, don't go further, stay here. And then there was one devotee who pacified Gadhadhar Pandit. And so don't worry, Mahaprabhu is coming back from Bengal. He's not going ahead. Nrsimhanand Brahmachari? What is the name of that? There was one devotee who could see where Mahaprabhu was going. Like in his vision, he knew, he saw all the devotees. And he saw, oh, Mahaprabhu is coming back. So don't worry. This devotee told, pacified Gadhadhar, Mahaprabhu is coming back. Then Mahaprabhu reached Ramkeli Gram, and Sanatana told to Mahaprabhu, Prabhu, this is not the way to go to Vrindavan. There are so many thousands of people with you. This is not the way how to go to Vrindavan. Sanatana told to Mahaprabhu, if many people are together with you, this is against your bhava. This will not be good for your bhava. So Mahaprabhu came back from Ramkeli Gram, came back, and didn't go to Vrindavan at that time. And in the month of Magh, Mahaprabhu then he went to Vrindavan. And that time Balabhadra Bhattacharya and one Brahmana, they were with Mahaprabhu to cook for him. They traveled with Mahaprabhu. That time Mahaprabhu came to Vrindavan. And for 1 month Mahaprabhu stayed there. He stayed in Akrur Ghat.
जब जब वृंदावन में जाने लगे और वृंदावन के देख करके उनके बहुत स्मृतियां हुई.
When Mahaprabhu saw Vrindavan, he was thinking so much about Krishna and Vrindavan, and he was fainting sometimes.
लौट करके लाए.
Balabhadra brought him back.
अभी कथा प्रसंग है ये गदाधर पंडित क्यों
So why Gadhadhara Pandit didn't stay with Mahaprabhu? One reason I already told. Which one?
ये निरीक्षण कर रहे हैं.
Huh?
और दूसरी जो है
One which one?
जी वास्तव में
To examine.
गदाधर पंडित भी विरह में तड़प रहे हैं. अच्छा
Like he was observing how he was examining, like
एक विरहिणी दूसरी
giving this examination. One another point, Gadadhara was suffering separation, Mahaprabhu also. How would he pacify him? Like Mahaprabhu was himself absorbed in separation of Krishna, right? He was thinking, where is Krishna? Where can I find Krishna? Mahaprabhu in this mood. Mahaprabhu absorbed in the mood of Srimati Radha. In that moment, Swarapadamodara Rayamananda. To pacify Mahaprabhu, they were telling many verses from the Vidyapati and Chandidas. Especially Rayamananda, he was telling Jagannath Vallabha Natak. Especially Rayamananda, he was describing verses from Jagannath Vallabha Natakam, written by himself. Listening to this, the separation of Mahaprabhu would increase even more. But the servants of Mahaprabhu Govinda would not understand this. He used to say, why these two are coming and making Mahaprabhu cry even more? Because actually when Mahaprabhu cries, actually he was feeling so much ananda inside. Actually, to understand, when you cry, so much bliss is inside. Actually, the Vaishnavas, maybe externally they are crying, but inside their hearts they are feeling bliss. Gurudev used to give an example. When Sita was exiled in the forest, or when Sita was entering the earth, Patal, if you listen to this, you start crying also. And the next day, if all the listeners, they come back to listen to that same katha again, like how Sita is going to Patal, looked under the earth. Why? Actually, they like to listen. Although they're crying, they're feeling happy. The same way the Vaishnavas also. They might be crying externally, but they're feeling bliss inside. So Gurudeva used to say, Gadhadhara Pandit, he was feeling separation of Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu also feeling separation of Krishna, like two of them feeling separation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gadhadhara. So who can pacify to whom if both are feeling separation? That's why Gadhadhara would not live in the Gambhira. This is one reason more. Gurudev used to give an example. Okay, one wife is crying because her husband died, and everybody is pacifying this lady. But suppose this woman who is pacifying this recent widow, just after some moment, also the husband of the same lady also has a heart attack. So this lady, 2 minutes ago, she was pacifying her friend because the husband of the friend had left body. But now, how can she pacify her friend? She's just become stunned. She cannot say anything. So in the same way, Gadhadhara Pandit, seeing the separation of Mahaprabhu, he would be stunned. Our acharyas explain all these reasons. Okay, depending on the circumstance, all these reasons, they are explained further. Meeting, separation and meeting. How is the kingdom realm of love? Separation, meeting and separation. Who feels separation also have relationship? Isn't it? In the separation, internally you are meeting, and externally you're feeling separation, but internally you're meeting. So all this Prema Madhurya manifested here. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada in the Ujjwala Nilamani, he explains. Separation is so high that dances on the head of the meeting. Separation dances on the head of meeting. So this reached the highest stages of love. Uddhava and great devotees, when they see this, they don't understand. Uddhava, although his soul not learned, Uddhava is saying aho, like he's amazed. Uddhava told, even these wives of Krishna, they got this good fortune, the wives of Krishna. They couldn't get this fortune that the Gopis had. By the separation, the meeting attains such a high stage also. So there are more stages after Mahabhav. Rura, Adirura, Mohan, Madanakya Mahabhav. Krishna could not relish all this. So this highest limit of Prema, what is the Prema? That's why all these kathas Uddhava saw. Even these Mahishis, queens of Dwarka, which are always with Krishna, they couldn't get this good fortune of the Gopis. This love that the Gopis got, even those queens who are always with Krishna in Dwarka, Rukmini and Satyabhama, they couldn't get this. Why? They are married with Krishna. And the Gopis, they are beloved. In Swakya, there's always some selfishness. Always some selfishness is there in the husband-wife relationship. You serve the husband, wife serves the husband, yes. But somehow in her heart, the wife always has some desire for her own happiness. But in the heart of the Gopis, because they are beloved, Paramore, they surrender everything for Krishna. They don't think anything about their own happiness. They're so eager to meet with Krishna always. So Uddhava recited 6 verses describing the glories of the Gopis.
Bande Nanda Brajastinam Padan Hiksun Jasan Harikatubitu Punapi Bhuvanatra. और श्लोक क्या है? नायन सुंगु नितांत विषय प्रसाद सज्जस्ते रमणीय बंदा कुतुर अन्नम रासुत सभ्यस्य भजन गृहीत लब्धाज जो गाज ब्रजसुंदरी जो ब्रजसुंदरियों के जो प्रेम माधुर्य प्राप्त
This Prema Madhurya that the Gopis got, nobody else got. What speak of the other ladies of this world? Even the ladies who live in Swarga, whose body is fragrant as the lotus flower, they also couldn't get this good fortune. These ladies of Swarga couldn't get as well. Even higher than that, Lakshmis of Vaikuntha also could not get this good fortune that the Gopis got. In the great festival of Rasa, this Prema that the Gopis got, it was not possible for anyone else. Even the Shrutis, be it the Upanishads, they are also trying this path. some of them they could attain, some could not.
प्रेम की पराकाष्ठा जो है, श्रेष्ठ अवस्था जो है,
Because this highest stage of Prema is not possible for all of them.
जावी श्री उचिता उदावी रक्त कामी जोगेश्वरी रूप। उत्तम श्लोक क्या है? जावी
Uttama, what is this verse?
उदावी रक्त कामी, जावी श्री उचिता उदावी रक्त कामी, अजा भी अप्त कामी, शिव ब्रह्मा आदि के जो प्राप्त जावी श्री उचिता, लक्ष्मी आदि के लिए संभव है,
Even Lakshmi couldn't get.
राम के लिए संभव है,
Even Anaptaram and Atmaram and Aptakam couldn't get. But Gopis, when they were in the great festival of Rasa, the Gopis, what did they do? They put the lotus feet of Krishna on their chests, on their breasts. And in this way, Gopis there pacified their separation. The separation they were feeling got pacified because Gopis put the feet of Krishna on their chests. Even great yogis could not attain that. But see, the Gopis, what did they do? They got this, which is so rare for yogis and everyone. They put this so rare lotus feet of Krishna over their own breasts, And in this way, Gopis decorated the feet of Krishna with the kumkum of their breasts. This highest bhava. So you see this Prema Madhurya, the highest stage of Prema Madhurya. In this great Rasa Lila, the Gopis got this good fortune. What is this highest limit of Prem? Where it is? So many descriptions. Also there's some Venugita Katha in between also. About the Purvaraga, Man, Prabhas, Prema by Chitta. 4 kinds of separation and 4 kinds of Milan. 4 kinds of separation, Purvaraga, Man, Prabhas, Prema by Chitta. Sankita, Sankarina, Sambriddhaman, and one more type of meeting. So there are 4 kinds of Sampanna, another kind of Milan. Our acharyas describe. Our acharyas describe all this in the Ujjwala Nilamani book. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains in the commentary. What I want to say is that Gadhadhara was staying here. And he was observing to see if Mahaprabhu was really following well his moods or not. That's why Gadhadhara used to stay here and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Gambhira. So this special place, Tota Gopinath, highest place of Gadhadhara Pandit. After that, when Mahaprabhu disappeared, Antardhyan Lila, many stories about this. Mahaprabhu came here. Mahaprabhu entered the deity of Gopinath. All this is described. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And that's why Mahaprabhu is inside also Gopinath. If you see in the right side of Gopinath is Shrimati Radhika and left side is Lalita. It's the place of separation. Sometimes the devotees come. Sometimes the devotees used to come. Like for example, Nityananda Dvaitacharya, they used to come here also. Nityananda Dvaitacharya. So all this is described. Sometimes the devotees would become with man, angry mood sometimes. And Mahaprabhu used to pacify these devotees sometimes. Later we'll discuss more kathas. Especially when Mahaprabhu used to come here. He used to see Chataka Parvata, this sand dune, Mahaprabhu used to think it was Giriraj, and there was a banyan tree. Mahaprabhu was thinking that banyan tree was v.r.t also, remembering it. And he used to see the ocean as the Jamuna. Many descriptions about this. The Uttam Bhagavat, highest devotee, he sees all these udipanas, stimulations. Mahaprabhu used to come here and be absorbed in Prema. One time also Mahaprabhu, no, Jameshwara Tota is very near to Gambhira. Mahaprabhu was coming to meet Gadhadhara, and on the way there was an eggplant garden. In this eggplant garden there was a 16-year-old girl, young girl of 16 years old. She was singing the Gita Govinda. Mahaprabhu used to become so absorbed in bhava. Mahaprabhu was thinking, I am Radha. And my beloved Govinda, he left me. When this lady, she was doing this kirtan, singing, Mahaprabhu thought, Mishmati Radhika thought, oh, my friend is glorifying so well the glories of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu thought that that lady was like his friend, like she was Shrimati Radhika and that lady was his friend. And he was running behind her. But then the servant of Mahaprabhu Govinda, he told, screaming, Prabhu, Prabhu, she's a woman, Stri, Stri. When Mahaprabhu heard these words, Stri, woman, Mahaprabhu composed himself, and because a sannyas should never touch a woman. So Mahaprabhu told Govinda, today you have saved my life, really. Because if I had really touched or embraced that woman, I would have to go in the ocean and kill myself. Give up my life. But in Rasa Lila of Krishna, Krishna did so much rasa and touched so many gopis and so many things with ladies. But in Mahaprabhu, is how he's strict. Gita Govinda is such a high class book. Also, you can see this in this pastime. So many beautiful stories. How Mahaprabhu used to stay absorbed in bhava. Especially one story also that I wanted to say, I forgot now. Oh, every year Nityananda Prabhu used to come in the time of Chaturmasya. All the devotees also used to come. But Mahaprabhu told Nitai, don't come every year, because you have to preach to my Navadvipavasis. They are so dear to me. They are suffering separation from me, the Navadvipavasis. But Nityananda used to come here, and Nityananda used to say, Prabhu, but I cannot live without you. I cannot live in feeling separation from you like that. So in this way, how much loving dealings, how many loving dealings, Mahaprabhu and Nityananda together. Mahaprabhu in time of Ratha Yatra being absorbed in the mood of Radha, he was jumping so much, like dancing and jumping. Who could protect Mahaprabhu from falling like this? Nityananda Prabhu, he used to be absorbed in the mood of Ananga Manjari, then he could protect Mahaprabhu, because sometimes Mahaprabhu would fall, just like a banana tree falling, like this suddenly. And then Nityananda, absorbed in the mood of Ananga Manjari, he used to protect Nityananda. Oh, protect Mahaprabhu. Sometimes Mahaprabhu, when he was absorbed in the mood of Radha, but when Nityananda was absorbed in the mood of when Nityananda was absorbed in the mood of Baladeva and Mahaprabhu in the mood of Radha, then Nityananda used to stay aside, like step aside and not interfere. Otherwise, might have some rasa bhasha dosh, like some not proper mixing of the rasas. It's a transcendental place. So they're very deep moods. So the mood of Radha is very deep. What is Gambhira? The bhava is deep, very deep, grave. Means the highest limit of Prema. In Gambhira we'll discuss more about this. That's the place of the Gauriya Vaishnavas. Gambhira. Very high place. Now we'll go. It also become late. Also have to see the darshan of Prabhupada place. Also do pranam to Haridas Thakur. Then we'll go back to the temple. Tomorrow early. Tomorrow morning we'll go to Gambhira. Because we can see everything which is in this side already now.